may I invite the head of delegation from Australia to make a brief statement.
Thank you, Your Excellency President Nasheed, SAARC leaders and ministers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to address the 17th SAARC Summit. And thank you to the government and people of the Maldives for the fantastic arrangements for this summit, as well as your kind hospitality. And I'd like to congratulate you, President Nasheed, on your leadership of SAARC. Can I also congratulate the new SAARC Secretary-General, Ms Saeed, on taking up her position. Ms Saeed's appointment marks a number of firsts. She is the first woman in the position, the youngest SAARC Secretary-General, and she is the first who is a graduate of the University of Tasmania in Australia. Secretary-General, permit us Australians to take a sense of parochial pride in you and your achievements. I'm honoured to be here to observe the 17th SAARC Summit on behalf of Australia. I'm here to listen and to learn. And I'm representing Australia because of a clear practical assessment of Australia's priorities and interests. For it is very clear to us that over the coming decades, much of the global story of humanity will be shaped by the story that unfolds here in South Asia. Australia is, of course, a country of the Indian Ocean, just as it is of the Pacific. And over the past year, I've travelled to every Pacific island country and have seen firsthand the problems faced by the small island states of the Pacific. Many of these challenges are faced by small island states across the globe. Prior to arriving here in the Maldives, I visited the Seychelles, and there is much that can be shared in the experiences of life by small island states both in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. I also believe that there is much that can be shared between the larger ocean rim countries of the Pacific and Indian Oceans in partnering with small island states in their development, and this is an area of cooperation Australia is keen to explore. But fundamentally, Australia recognises the growing strategic, economic, diplomatic, commercial and political weight of the South Asian region and its extraordinary potential. Australia is committed to enhancing its engagement with South Asia. We are natural partners. We share some of our history, and many of us were in Perth recently for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. We share the Indian Ocean. We share common interests in security, prosperity and democracy. Our goods and services trade with the region was over $20 billion in 2010. And our strong people-to-people links have been developed over decades as hundreds of thousands of people from South Asia have made Australia their home. But most importantly, Mr Chairman, we share cricket. And I grew up marvelling at the feats of the likes of Kapil Dev and Javed Miandad. In recent times, all Australians have shared in the joy of witnessing the astonishing achievements of Matai Muralidharan, and we are thrilled by getting to know the newest stars of world cricket in Bangladesh, such as Shakib Al Hassan. You know, it's estimated that today 80% of the global cricket economy is based in South Asia, and there can be no more dramatic statistic than this to focus the Australian mind about the power and potential of South Asia in every field of human endeavour. SAARC, with its mandate to link South Asia internally and with surrounding regions, plays an important role in assisting the countries of the region to fulfil their potential, and we stand ready to support SAARC in whatever capacity we can. Next week, Australia will take on the position of Vice Chair of the Indian Ocean Rim Association for Regional Cooperation for the next 2 years, and we will assume the Chair of IRAC for 2013-2014. My colleague, Foreign Minister Kevin Rudd, will attend the Council of Ministers meeting of IRAC in Bangalore. And this highlights our commitment and strengthens our engagement with the Indian Ocean. It underlines the fact that Australia is a country of the Indian Ocean as well as a Pacific nation, a fact recognised in the development of our trade, in our development cooperation program, in our defence white paper and in CHOGM last month. The growth and prosperity of each member of SAARC provides opportunities to the others to promote growth and prosperity. To quote from a previous statement of Prime Minister Singh, this mutuality of interests is the central driving force of regional cooperation everywhere. Economic integration doesn't happen by accident. Tough decisions must be made to build trade, investment and infrastructure connectivity, and we appreciate your efforts and achievements in reducing barriers to trading across borders in South Asia. Integrating the economies of South Asia will quite literally change the world. It is, of course, Australia's view that we have much to gain from a stronger, more united South Asia, and our perspective is reflective of the fact that indeed the world has much to gain from a stronger and more united South Asia. But perhaps at this gathering, the really pertinent point is that South Asia itself will have so much to gain from a stronger and more united South Asia. At the 16th SAARC Summit, my former colleague Bob McMullen announced a project with SAARC focused on improving water management and dry land agriculture. I'm pleased to report the project was officially launched in Dakar in August this year by the Honourable Secretary-General of SAARC in the presence of Australia's High Commissioner to Bangladesh. Australia is also in the process of shaping our official development assistance strategy for South Asia to complement the Building Bridges theme in SAARC, acknowledging that economic and infrastructure connectivity are crucial enablers for the development and integration in the region. And so today I am pleased to announce a $20 million contribution over the next 2 years to extend the Infrastructure for Growth initiative for South Asia.